5 days away. We are 5 days away from the Royal Rumble. But of course, it's 5 days away. Tonight is the January 24th edition of Monday Night Raw. Not just your typical Monday Night Raw. This is your go-home show of Monday Night Raw before the Royal Rumble. And to be quite honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, folks, by the way, if you like this channel, subscribe, like. I honestly think that tonight was a solid show. I think that tonight wasn't a bad show, but it wasn't a great show. It was just solid. We had some really good matches and then other things I just like, well, okay. So, yeah, for a go-home show, I thought that tonight was pretty solid because usually, man, them go-home shows are usually kind of boring and don't really get you excited for the pay-per-view whatsoever. But I thought tonight they did a solid job at getting you interested into the Royal Rumble. And, even as tonight's show was solid, I'm still excited for the Rumble, no matter what. But anyways, we kick things off tonight with Adam Pearce and Corey Graves standing in the ring as we kick off with the big guns. That's right, folks. We kick things off with the weigh-in for the WWE title between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Bobby Lashley comes out first, and then Brock Lesnar coming out looking like he's a cowboy, looking like he's dating Hangman Page. No offense to you, Hangman. Graves is like, hey, man, are you sure you want to be wearing that attire for this weigh-in? Like, you do know this is a weigh-in, right? And Lesnar, with a funny response, is like, whoa, Graves, do you want me to get naked? Let's just carry on with this weigh-in. So they do that. Lesnar weighs in with 286, while of course, Lashley weighs in at 273. Lashley says that, it doesn't matter if you weigh more than me. This is going to be your shortest title run of your career, Lesnar. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Lesnar's like, well, who's the comedian now? And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, your new WWE champion of the world, Bobby Who. So Brock just trolling with Bobby. And still, man, it sucked because I really, really wanted to see Heyman and, MVP go at it. But, hey, we're still going to see this match, which is going to be great. And I thought it was a pretty good weigh-in as we get closer and closer to their match, 5 days away at the Rumble. Next, we have Bianca Belair versus the one half of the women's tag team champions, Queen Zelina Vega. I thought this was a solid match, to say the least. But in the end, Bianca Belair gets the win here. Now, let's talk about Bianca Belair for a second, because I said in my Royal Rumble predictions that, by the way, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I said that Bianca Belair was going to win the Rumble. The story was there for her and Becky. But I don't know if you guys heard the news today, but it seems that Mrs. Ronda freaking Rousey, the baddest woman on the planet, might be coming back at the Royal Rumble. WWE looks like they're setting in her return, which means that obviously if Ronda comes back, she wins the Rumble. We get her and Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania, which the match that should have really took place at WrestleMania 35, but of course it didn't because Charlotte had to butt her way in. But what happens? So do we get Bianca versus Lynch, or do we get Ronda versus Lynch? Tell me in the comment section, which match do you think would be better? Which match would you like to see more? Me personally, I kind of want Bianca. But if they do Ronda, hey, the story's there too. It's all about the story. Next, you have the United States title match between Kevin Owens and Damian Priest. These two go on to have a pretty good match for the most part, but Damian just keeps pounding on Owens. And, yeah, man, Kevin Owens gets the win by DQ. But in the end, because titles cannot change hands, y'all know the whole thing, Damian Priest retains the U.S. championship. So, Sonya was like, hey, like, you keep doing that, man. Like, keep your emotions in check because I can suspend you or worse, cough, cough, vacate that title. So you better keep your emotions in check. Next, we had a six-woman tag team match playa. We had Rhea Ripley, Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champ, and Liv Morgan taking on the women tag team champion Carmella, Tamina Snuka, and Nikki A.S.H. This is solid. 6-woman tag. You know, Rhea Ripley, Dana Brooke, Liv Morgan get the winner. They have more momentum heading into the Royal Rumble match. But of course, after the match, Nikki ASH attacks Rhea Ripley. So, of course, Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley far from done with their feud. It's going to continue to the Rumble and even after the Rumble. Heck, they might actually have a match against one another on the aftermath of the Rumble on Raw. Now, we had RK Bro and Alpha Academy in this spelling bee. And honestly, I know this may look like dumb on paper. Like, this whole spelling bee looks like it's drawn up from Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon, which was a terrible feud last year leading up to WrestleMania. But I gotta say, I thought this was entertaining. I thought this was funny. I thought everybody played their role in this segment. Even, you know, obviously the man who was Kevin Patrick, who was moderating this whole thing. This was good. I liked it. I thought this was pretty funny and entertaining. Yeah, it was funny seeing Gable and, you know, Otis getting upset because, you know, Orton was able to spell dumbbell correctly. And Otis is like, well, guess what, baby? I'm going to spell this next one out to you in our match. RKO. We get Chad Gable versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton gets the win with the RKO. This was another great match, man. I meant to tell you. Chad Gable, he may lose a lot, but dang, man, he still puts on that great match. He still puts in that great effort. And tonight, he did so with Randy Orton. And, of course, after the match, Riddle's like, okay, you and me, Otis, let's take a little trip back to gym class for an old-fashioned scooter race. So, yeah. Next, we get Alexa Bliss and her therapist. You know, the therapist is like, when was the first time you ever met Lily? You know, Bliss is talking about, well, it was back when I was 6 years old. So, yeah, they're still doing that. Yeah. All right, next we had another great match tonight, man. We had AJ Styles and Austin Theory. Another great match, man. You know, AJ gets the win, of course, but Austin Theory, despite losing, looked really great tonight. And, you know, just gonna show you why Vince loves him so much. I mean, you know, dude was great tonight. Like, he showed out tonight, man. Next, we had the Street Profits and the Mysterios. The Mysterios win. This was a short tag match, but in the end, the Mysterios get the win. And, you know, Dominic's trying to throw his dad over the top rope only for his dad to, you know, cover him out and throw him. You know, Ray able to use his lucha ways. So that was pretty cool. We had a little Seth Rollins little backstage segment. And Seth is like, I'll see you on Friday, Roman. Like, Seth said, you know, some stuff about Reigns, but he was like, I'll deliver one last message to you, Roman, on Friday. And next, we get the big birthday celebration for MARYSE, who turned 39. Happy birthday to MARYSE, who looks really good, man. Like, Miz is a lucky guy. But, nah, man, we had a little birthday celebration and, you know, Edge and, you know, Beth and stuff like that as they're getting more into their match. And that was Raw tonight. So, like I said, this was a solid show for the most part. You know, Royal Rumble is shaping up to be a really good show. And it's going to be a good one, I think. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I'm going to be doing my, might as well say it now. Johnny Gargano going to AEW vid. That's going to be coming out tomorrow. We got Dynamite Wednesday. I might be bringing back the appreciation vids, doing that on a Thursday. Friday, we got SmackDown. Saturday, we got the Rumble. So that's going to be a whole other week of content, you guys. Thank you guys for checking out the channel. Again, remember to subscribe, like, and comment. We just hit 550. You guys rock. Let's get this. Well, let's eventually get this to 600, but right now let's just focus on getting to 560. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the review.